fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions on different fall makeup. Not everything is fall, but I definitely have a few different fall themed things here to talk about. But I have to call it that. That's going to be the title because I love a good alliteration. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. The eyeshadow palette today I'm going to be using is the Blush Tribe Fall Fusion palette. I'm not sure if this is still going to be available when you guys are seeing this, but if it is, I'll have it linked down below. So the packaging on this is just stunning. They actually did a little contest to have like who would be on the cover. So this is by Sandy Herales and this is Just Mahia, both on Instagram. So I think that is so cool and they both look stunning. And then the inside of the palette just looks like this. And I think I'm going to use this specifically mostly for the matte shades today. Although I will say, like, the shimmer shades I was kind of like about, but then I swatched them and I was like, wow, those are absolutely stunning. Like this one here, it looks like nothing in the pan, but it's actually such a pretty like light pink shade. I was pleasantly surprised by that, but I have a really beautiful shimmer I want to go in with today. A single shimmer we'll talk about in a minute, so let's just go ahead and jump on into this palette for now. I already primed my eyelids. I'm going to go ahead and start off with this shade right here called Angelica, which was named after Angelica Nikist, who I love. Her channel is amazing, so I'm so excited about this. It's like a really deep purple shade, and I'm just going to stick that right in my crease. I kind of just added that in my crease. I look a little crazy right now, but I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Paulina from Paulina Beauty. For some reason, I always say Paulina's Beauty, but it's just Paulina Beauty on YouTube. She is amazing. She's actually coming out with her own palette with Blush Tribe. I can't wait to buy. But for now, I'm just going to use this light pink shade. Actually, it looks pretty bright pink. And I'm going to just kind of put that over the very top of the purple shade. Very, very lightly. And just blend that out in circular motions. So I kind of just went in with that lightly and blended the shade out, but I think I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between the pink and the purple and really build them up to be intense. The colors I really want to use the most is actually this blue shade here called Midnight, so I'm going to use that on my outer V. Really quickly, I'm just going to go ahead and cut my crease using the Plouise base shade 0.5. So I'm going to take whatever blue was left over on like my outer corner and just kind of like tap that into the eye just a little bit. Just want to make sure it's all blended. Actually, I'm going to go in with a touch more. Alright, so for my lid, I'm a little bit nervous if this color is going to work, but I want to try it out. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Lovelux Beauty October eyeshadow that they recently released with their fall collection. This is just a super intense orange. So I thought that this would, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know about orange blending into blue. I don't know. But we'll see. It's so beautiful. I want to use it. So. And I'm just going to go ahead and start patting that on. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but sometimes my primer creases because I have hooded eyes. So I always tap over it, and then normally I go in with my lid shade and I go right into the area where it creases the most. And I set it immediately. And then I'll kind of go back and forth and fix it up. I feel like I'm looking at this and I think it looks so orange on like in the pan, but then on my eyes I feel like it does not look like the same color at all. It looks so gold. Do you guys see the difference? Hopefully. The formula does seem really nice though, so I like that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm not really sure what I should use to blend the gold orange into the blue. Maybe I'll go in with some pink. A little bit of Paulina on this outer part right here. I feel like the shade Paulina is a little bit more sheer, so it's not quite doing what I want it to do. I think I'll go ahead and I'll try and take some of this shade right here called Aubergine and put that in between. I feel like I would like this look if I had not brought the brow bone so high. If it was lower. Alright, so I'm not sure. I don't want to wipe this look off, but I'm not loving it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take my original Plouise palette, and I'm going to take the white shade Charm, and I'm going to put that over my brow bone and just see if I can blend down some and basically make it not so harsh, I guess, or not so high. Alright, so I definitely think that looks a little bit better. I will be more careful next time. So before I go in and start my face, I just want to prime my lips really quickly. So I'm going to use this Skin Iceland Berry Lip Fix, which just looks like this. This was sent to me through Octoly, and I just want to read the claims to you guys really quickly. So it says, don't let the delicate skin on your lips get destroyed by the stressors of everyday life. From blazing sun and zero humidity to blustery cold and bad habits, achieving and maintaining soft, supple, healthy looking lips is a constant battle. True. Berry Lip Fix is an ultra moisturizing balm that rapidly melts into a silky serum, eradicating dry, peeling lips on contact. Okay, so I just have the worst lips ever. They are always chapped really bad on the bottom normally, so I really wanted to give this a try. I have already used it once, so it's not a complete first impression. It just looks like this, a cute little tube, and it's a decent size. And then that little applicator is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like plasticky, and there's like little bristles inside, and when you squeeze up it comes out. And just fair warning, it takes like a hot minute for it to come out. So it does kind of tangle a little bit on impact. I'm not quite sure why that is. I do have very sensitive lips though, and like normally like tingly stuff does not work for me because it's like it actually is painful for me. This isn't painful, it's just like a little tiny bit of a sensation. Alright, so next I'm going to go into my Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. I love this one. Actually, well, you know what, I'll put a little bit of that on. I'm not supposed to be using this yet. I mean, I love it, but I'm trying to go through my Becca one. This is more of like my summertime primer, and I'm like more than halfway through it. So I need to I really need to finish it off because I've had it a while before I start using my Glossier one for winter / fall again. That's a lot of product. I don't know what I was thinking. I went with like 3 pumps of the purple primer, and normally I use 1 by itself. So next I'm going to go into the Pure 4-in-1 foundation stick, and I have the shade Light Porcelain. I was sent this through Octoly, and I believe I selected the lightest shade. I always choose the lightest shade, so just going to try this out. And I have not used this yet. I don't even know what the claims are. Let me read them in just a minute. But how stunning is this packaging? Like, that looks really nice. This actually reminds me of like, I feel like this would be like a packaging that Fenty would have, but it looks very pretty. And then it has like a little tube, and there is the shade, so it looks about right. So I am feeling a little bit of a drag. I feel like stick foundations, you definitely want to be a little bit more like not too thick, or else they're hard to blend into the skin. I have a lot of primer on right now too. Alright. Oh man, my camera's dying. Great. Hopefully we can at least finish this part. I was going to use a sponge, but I think I'm better off using a foundation brush, so I'm just going to go in with this one from Tarte. And start blending this out. Ooh, that's blending nice. A stick foundation? Any foundation, really. I feel like that's blending super fast. So I'm sure my camera's about to die any second, but That actually blended so fast, so easy. I'm going to add just a touch more over like my forehead because I've got a lot of acne going on right now. A little tiny bit where I have some redness peeking through, but I'm impressed so far. Alright, so looking at it super up close, most of my face looks really nice, like the outskirts of my face. It looks pretty soft, but my nose where I'm like extra dry, it's pretty textured. And then like above my lip right here is like awful, like it's like sticking to all the little fuzzies. Wait. Okay. That looks much better. I just tapped over that with a sponge and it literally looks 1,000 times better. If you have dry patches, probably not the best foundation for you. So for concealer today, I have the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Concealer in shade 0.5. It says it's a lightweight buildable concealer. I just really wanted to try this because I love the Fast Base foundation from Makeup Revolution. This has like one of those little spongy applicator tips. So just going to do my under eyes. Throw a little on my acne. On my nose, highest point of my face. This is actually their new shade. I bought this new shade in their other concealer as well because I really like that one. Well, I wouldn't say love, but it's decent. So this is a very pink toned shade. So I think I may have gone in with a touch too much product, but I actually really like the way that looks. It's a little bit pink toned for my liking. I wish it was a little bit more neutral, but I think underneath the eyes it looks like really soft and luminous, and I think like for more natural days I would definitely keep using that. As far as like covering acne, not really doing the best job, but that's fine. I think it looks really soft on the under eyes. I'm just gonna go in with a touch of my Holy Grail Anastasia concealer to cover up some of these bad boys here. So now I'm a little bit nervous for this next product. This is the Makeup Revolution White Base Powder in the shade Ghost. Actually, I don't know if it says Ghost on here, but it said it on the website. So it just looks like this. It's just a white powder. Anyways, it has a little ghost on it, and I have the original Makeup Revolution Ghost Powder. It doesn't look that used, but I've used it a bit. It just looks like this. It's a baking powder, and you have to go pretty light on this, but I really enjoy this if you have super fair skin and you want to set your under eyes and add a little bit of highlighting. I like that one, but when I saw this one I got excited because MAC had one like this, but MAC's not cruelty free, so I stopped using them, and I got rid of that powder even though I really liked it. So I'm hoping this will be nice. But also I'm nervous because like I don't want to go in with it and it be like super opaque white. Actually, let me just swatch it real quick. Oh, okay. It looks white but kind of translucent, so. Color looks good. I feel like it added just a touch of brightness. It looks a little brighter on camera than it does in person, but it doesn't look crazy. For bronzer, this isn't a first impression, but I'm just going to go into the Divina Cosmetics Sandbar. I have been literally obsessed with this bronzer lately. It's the perfect shade. It's so unique. I feel like it's cool tone, but it has... Okay, I'm going to sound stupid. It's cool toned, but it has just a touch of warmth to it. I don't know. I feel like this is the perfect bronzer for fair skin. That is, and it blends like amazing, and I didn't even powder my entire face. So sometimes bronzers don't work amazing unless you powder everything. But this one I have no problem blending. I feel like I've been on the hunt for the perfect bronzer, and I love my butter bronzer, but I was kind of just like wanting to try something new, and I feel like I hit the jackpot with this one. And I think it might be $16. I think I may have gone on sale for $12, and like the compact that it comes in, it's really nice too. The only thing I would say is if you have fake nails, like this compact, even just real nails, this compact is really a like little bugger to open. So I kind of just try to remember to leave it a little bit open. That way I don't have to fight with it every time. Next for blush, this is one of the products that is not a fall release. This is actually a spring release that I did not grab. So this is Wet n Wild Don't Flutter Yourself blush. I grabbed it because they had like 50% off on their website. Ooh, it's like a metallic pink shade. What an interesting blush choice. Okay. I guess I will give it a little try. Actually, you know what? Sheared out. That's really pretty. I'm super into glowy blushes right now, so yeah, that looks really nice. I just want to go ahead and do the lower lash line really quickly, and I'm not even feeling that creative, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the purple aubergine on a pencil brush and just run it along the entire lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and do the NYX eyeliner in the shade Violet. It's just a purple. It's not my favorite. I can't find the one I was looking for. I feel like at this point my lips already feel dry. Alright, so for my inner corner today, I wanted to go in with one of these two shades. I recently purchased a few different things from Velavante. They're a new indie brand, and they have these pressed highlighter powders. They're very small. They're just an eyeshadow pan size. I think they're like $5 each. I don't mind the size. I think it's actually nice to get like a super small one because, I mean, I could dip my highlighter brush in here. I can like, I don't know, I feel like this is so much more realistic. Maybe one day they'll do bigger pans, but I like the small ones. So this one is, what is this? This is Amethyst, and it's got a really pretty purple reflect. And then this is Opal, and it's got a blue reflect. And they look, I mean, they kind of look white in the pan, but let me just show you. You see that? Like, the reflect is so strong. Like, okay. And then there's the purple. So I think these are really pretty. Actually, I think I tried the purple one on my cheeks just a little bit over their other like liquid highlighters, but I haven't gotten a chance to play with them too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and, what was I doing? I was doing Amethyst. Just going to pick up some on my little pencil brush and put that on the inner corner of my eye just for a nice little duochrome highlight. I am really excited about this. This is the Makeup Revolution Jelly Highlighter, and this is the shade Dazzling. It's the lightest shade that they have, and it just looks like this. Super cute packaging. Kind of reminds me of the Farsali highlighters, but those are expensive. And I mean, I know people like always say stuff about like Makeup Revolution doing dupes, and I understand it. Like, it sucks when they like completely rip off someone else's idea, but at the same time, like for this particular one, I felt like I really wanted to get it because I've wanted to buy the Farsali ones, and they have not came out with a light enough shade yet. All of the shades are too deep for me, so I can't try the formula because it just wouldn't work for my skin tone. So that's why I was very excited to purchase this one. I just have to tell you guys really quickly that if you like ASMR, you like tapping things, the sound from this lid is so satisfying. So, I have not even touched this yet because, I don't know, I just haven't had the chance. It's like, okay, it's like gobbed onto the top. Ooh, that looks really weird. Like, all around the sides, it looks like chunky. Okay. Looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that, like the chunkiness here, like it looks like, it literally looks like a highlighter booger. So, I just managed to pick up a little bit on my finger, and I'm just gonna tap that onto the tops of my cheekbones. Oh gosh. A very, very cool toned silvery highlight. So I got this little package from Oprah through Octoly, and it is their Glow Up palette, and I was excited about it. Here is what the inside looks like. So it comes with a few different Oprah highlighters, and the reason I applied for this and I was interested in trying it is mostly because of this highlighter right here. This is the one that like Oprah became famous from, is this highlighter, and I never bought it because I felt like I could only use a portion of the shades. But I was very, very curious about this highlighter, so I wanted to try it The one right here is called Star Island. I already own this full size, and this is Blissful, and this is that Rodeo Drive? Yes, it is. I had Rodeo Drive, and I passed it on to a friend who's more tan than me. I'm gonna kind of just swatch like the side right here. That's pretty. It's a pretty little mixture. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so that's like a nice like kind of rose gold pink. Literally 4 times already I've been opening this up and my fingers keep getting stuck in like the crack of the palette and I keep pinching myself. So I'm just gonna go into the lighter side of the highlighter, kind of just brush it together. Oh no, oh no, do you see that stripe? Ah, the pink's too dark, I think. All right, let me just go into the little white part. Oh gosh, good job, Amy. So I'm glad I never bought this highlighter initially because it's a little too dark for me still. All right, that's fine. Just gonna kind of blend that down on my cheeks. So this palette, if you have a medium skin tone, is probably a good deal for you to try out, but if you have fair skin like me, I would pass. I'm actually just gonna go into some of Star Island because that one's a bit lighter, and I'm just gonna blend that over. So I'm feeling really lazy and I don't want to put lashes on, but I'm gonna for the sake of the look, and then I'll be right back. So lashes are on, and now I'm gonna go in with some lipstick. So this was sent to me through Octoly. This is the Live Glam Kiss Me subscription service. This is for the month of October. Basically they're just like a liquid lipstick subscription service. You get monthly, you get 3 different lip products, and they have liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, I think I saw metallic lipsticks, and they're all just like in this kind of tube, but each month has a special design. And you guys, do you see this month for October? It's like literally like rose gold sparkles. It is so pretty. And then these are like the perfect fall colors. There's a nice like nude. It looks a lot darker when you try it on the lips. This is the only one I've tried so far. It's like very similar to Midi from ColourPop. And then there's a nice orange shade and a like berry pink shade. So I figured I'd try them on really quickly just to show you guys all of the colors on the lips, but I'm not going to let them dry down because then that would be the struggle to take off. So yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and start off with this shade, which is called Hot Cocoa. Alright, not gonna go super specific on getting my lip line, but I just wanted to show you that is the nude shade. So it's a pretty color. I do like it. I think it's flattering. So let me wipe that off real quick before it sets down. And then this next shade is Pumpkin Spice Latte. So this is a pretty shade. I feel like it goes on a little bit more orange. It kind of turns coral-ish. So I like it, but I wouldn't say this is like my favorite orange lipstick shade. It's not quite pumpkin spice enough for me, but it's pretty. The last one is the one I plan on wearing, and this is actually called Apple Cider. So I think the names are all super cute. So there is Apple Cider. I think it's a really beautiful color. I think it looks pretty smooth on the lips. It doesn't like really emphasize any texture or anything like that. Has just a touch of stickiness to it, but when you give it a few minutes it does dry down completely. No transfer, anything like that. Fully opaque. So I like the shade, although I stink at lining my lips. Like seriously, this part right here is interesting to say the least. This is the overall finished look, and I'm not sure how I feel. It's definitely not my best work. I think that the products I enjoyed most would probably be the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I liked the powder. I did like the Wet n Wild blush. I liked the foundation. I think the foundation actually looks really good with everything on top of it. Of course, you know, it all depends on how it wears throughout the day, and also I did have a really moisturizing primer underneath, which can affect it. What else? I liked the Blush Tribe palette, but I will say, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the blue shade, I feel like I really had to pack it on, and it wasn't like quite sticking to my eye like as much as I would want it to. And like on the outside here, I can tell it's already faded a bit, so that wasn't my favorite shade. But I think overall it looks beautiful. It's not quite the look that I thought I was gonna get, but I do like it, and I think it's interesting, like the purple and the orange. I think that's everything. Like I said, I told you guys I love the Divina bronzer. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.